Hey guys, this is Luz Stab. I haven't been posting videos for almost 2 years because I actually took a really long break from Eve. I've been doing some other stuff, but I started playing again, and I formed up a small corporation with a few friends of mine. I actually went back to wormholes, just because I went back to wormholes because it's just so easy to find entrances to in the middle Null-Sec, which is actually what I like, where I prefer to PvP. And the main reason I came back is because of citadels. Now we can put just an Astro House or 4 stars in wormholes, and it makes living in wormhole much easier and not the nightmare that it used to be. So that's why I actually came back and decided to start living in wormholes again. So we're living in a C2 with a high sec, just because we want that easy logistics, and a C3 static, and that's for corp members to manage to make some decent ISK in the C3 static. And we use the C3 static of scores to find K-space connections, for example. My favorite, Null-Sec, and then we also have access to low-sec connections, which is great. But in this video, I want to show you guys a little fight I had with a friend of mine. We were roaming in a Mirmiran and a Prophecy, and as always, we always roam really late at night. So sometimes Null-Sec is like overly super quiet about it. So we just started fucking around with these guys in the drone lands, and I mean, we hanged out in their main riding system. I guess it's their main riding system because of all the bubbles that they have here. But we just messed around with them, try to find them. But I mean, with all these bubbles that they had, it was so difficult just to get out of the bubbles in time. And I'm flying a triple red Myrmidon, and my friend is flying a 16mm plate Prophecy with the medium ancillary armor wrapper on it, and rapid lights, I believe. So we just hang out, and then they actually reacted to us being in the system, which is great, with that Thanatos that you saw on the last system that we were in. He almost volleyed me close to it, but I managed to get out of there. And this is when the fight actually starts, because they form up a fleet for us, and this is, I think, one of the most important things that people don't realize, that when they form up a fleet, it's very important to first take your time and try to get intel in what they're bringing in, so you can start thinking about the new steps that you might want to take. Also, and this is another very important thing, is to separate them a little bit from their main system. And this is because you actually don't want them to reship that fast. If they actually reship that fast, and the closer they are to home, the safer they feel like about bringing bigger ships. As you saw on their main system, they brought in that Thanatos. So against the Thanatos, 2 battle cruisers cannot really do anything about it. So we just start burning away from that system. And in here we are hanging out a little bit to see if they actually come and chase us. My friend, I think he has an aggression timer, so he's not able to jump right away. But because he's on the other side, he actually tells me that local is spiking, and that's why I decided to make him jump and just keep burning through all this though, because I know they are chasing and we're gonna gain a fight, but the main objective right now is to separate them from their home system as much as we can, just to take those 2 advantages that I told you earlier. And here it's just pretty simple. We really don't know what they have yet, because my friend only saw them on local spiking, but didn't manage to get a D-scan. So we hang out a bit in this gate just to get a D-scan, and I don't know why. My keybinds were so fucked up that I kept trying to every time I kept trying to stop my ship and talk at the same time, it would like trigger the program that I have to take screenshots and stuff like that. So that's why you see that stuff on the game. But we're just waiting here. to try to get some intel on what they have. And what they ended up bringing, it was a rapier, a flycatcher, Lachesis, Hurricane, Caracal, and Cerberus. And we don't know everything that they're bringing right now. I mean, until we actually get into the fight. In here, I kind of wanted to separate them a little bit. And as you can see, the flycatcher jumps, decloaks, and then puts out the bubble, and then goes to that mechanic that I really don't like, that they don't get an aggression timer when they spawn the bubble. So he basically just bubbled us, which is kind of a bad bubble. Like, I mean, it's not his fault, it's just the place where he actually put it. But if you can see, that Lachesis decloaks. We tried going for the Lachesis, and I mean, we are two big fat battle cruisers that don't move that fast anyways, so we were not able to catch it. My friend's still trying to chase him, see if by any chance he catches him. And in here I told him to actually go, because I see them, they're all jumping, and I kind of want to separate him by another gate just to get more distance from them. But then the flycatcher jumps again. He actually bubbles the prophecy. You see that fucking, my keybind's fucking up. He actually bubbles the prophecy. And this is the good thing about having, well, the good things and the bad things about having drone ships, for example, because the prophecy is another drone ship, and my Mimiron, of course, is drone ship. But you see that my friend is actually very separated. It's closer to the Lachesis than it's closest to the Hurricane. But I actually managed to put hard tackle on that Hurricane, and we make the Hurricane our primary. Now, for us, it's very easy to apply damage, just because even though we're slower, but the drones is most of our damage, so he can always send his drones towards my ship, towards the primary, and just apply most of the DPS. And that's why I like drone ships. The downside is that, if you notice right now, they start primarying my drones. If they kill all my drones, I'm basically almost dead in the water, because I think the Myrmidon with those autocannons, it only does like less than 200 DPS, I will say. So drone managing right here is very important. Basically, we're just trying to get down that the Hurricane and see if anything. Once you see something that is like really close to dying, you gotta start thinking what's gonna be your next primary. If you see the Hurricane was inside the bubble, so he was not gonna be able to warp off, and that's why I switched early to my to the Caracal and my point to the Caracal. But then my friend lets me know that he catch the Rapier, which I really that was really bad piloting on the Rapier, because he shouldn't be that close to us either way, because his webs can reach up to I don't know, 40 kilometers, even if they are Tech 2, which they were. But my friend in the prophecy actually hard tackle him, and we just call it the fucking Rapier primary, because they don't have that much tank. Then we just call another I see that server that is really close, so I actually just try to burn for them. I don't know, again, it's bad piloting on their side, because that service was like heavy missiles, and that he can actually shoot up to like 90 kilometers, and there was no reason in hell why he had to be this close. Of course, they just jump through the gate and they have to be close, but things that you can do is just jump through the gate and then burn away from the gate, get your distance. If you're a ship that can apply your damage like 90 kilometers off, the first thing you can do, you have to do, is jump and burn and gain your distance, so you feel comfortable, and then start going on the primary. My friend is definitely getting primary, but he also has his medium ancillary repper, which is good. Prophecies are very tanky and they have a lot of resistances, so he's not really taking that much damage, and I'm only taking slight damage. And the thing is that they keep going at my drones. If you see, my drones I'm trying to recall them, but it's like really hard for them not to get killed. especially by there was another character, and that character I believe it was Rapid Light, so it can kill drones pretty fast. So yeah, I mean, just trying to drone manage, and really at this point we don't really care if we lose the character. I mean, if we lose both our battle cruisers, because each battle cruiser is around 80 to 100 mil, so 200 mil in total, I will say. And at this point, we already killed a Rapier, which is 200 mil plus. We're killing a Cerberus, which is another 200 mil plus. A Hurricane, another 80 mils or so. So at this point, we're up and positive, and we had a really good fight actually. So at this point, I'm just trying to manage my drones and just try to stay on this freaking Cerberus because it has so much tank. And I mean, this is what I think. Like, solo PvP is great, but it is even better if you actually have like a friend to roam with. Maybe like my favorite sites fleet is between 2 people to maybe 5. After 5, it starts to feel like too many in them. So too many in the fleet, and it is. I mean, I would say that's a micro realm or stuff like that, micro fleet, and that's my favorite because you can do so much with another person, or even just another person, and even like if you actually have like a 5-man fleet, which is maybe 3 DPS and 2 tackle, actually good tackle. You need good people that are good in tackling for this. But yeah, I just made this video so you guys can see, like, if you have another friend to run with, I mean, you can always find good fights. I mean, yeah, this guy's made a lot of mistakes, like the Rapier and the Cerberus should have never been that close to us. Even that Hurricane, I was artillery, which is long range guns, and there's no reason in hell why they have to be that close to us, because artilleries, they track so badly. I mean, at the point I didn't even notice, that's why I was just approaching him, but they just track so bad that there's no reason for you to be that close. But they actually got caught, like they got bubble, but I mean, there's no excuse. The first thing you have to do is, if you have a flycatcher for bubbles and stuff like that, just have your flycatcher bubble and then jump into the system and burn as far as you can, like while you still be able to apply your DPS, because there's no reason to burn 150 kilometers off and then you're not applying any DPS. So in here, we're just pretty much clearing the field. We hold the field, and they still kind of going towards my drones. Like, you can see my drones that I beat up to. I lost a bunch of them, but I mean, we just tackled the other Caracal, and I think this is the last thing we kill. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that go ahead and take a friend and fucking roam through Null-Sec, and you're gonna find some. Most of the time you will get ganked or chased out by like things that you cannot kill, but every now and then you will get like a response fleet like this that they actually like want to fight and chase you. And you have I will say you have the advantage, because I mean, our ships can tank so much, you know. Like, I have 3 armor rappers, and my friend has a 16mm plate and another armor rapper in there, so they have a lot of tank. We have a lot of tank. So yep, I just wanted to show you guys this fight. I'll be posting a few. We've been having some pretty good decent, not good, but decent wormhole fights, so I'll be probably posting that. I haven't been doing much solo PvP lately, just because like I said earlier, we started this new corporation, and I've been running some fleets. I've seen some fleets, so pretty much all the time that every time I'm PvPing in groups, small groups, because we're just a small corp for now. But yeah, I'll keep you posted with some other videos. Maybe you guys will also like this type of videos. I mean, there's not much to learn other than just target calling, and always I mean, whatever you can grab on Scrum. At this point, there wasn't much strategy on the target calling. It was whatever we could hard tackle, that was our primary. because we weren't worrying much about the DPS they can put out, because all their ships had like really minimal DPS, so we were sure that we could tank it. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted in some other videos that I'll keep posting within a week or so, because we have some interesting fights and I want you guys to actually see them. So I'll see you guys later.